Geneva of Geneva's Closet Talk Show. Please make sure you like and share this video and subscribe to Geneva's Closet if you haven't already done so right here on YouTube. And you can follow me on Facebook at what? At Geneva's Closet. And you can email me at genevascloset22@gmail.com. Now, let's get into the news, whatever we're going to be talking about. So, I'm trying to figure out, already I'm seeing nonsense. People, already I'm seeing nonsense and things that I'm not used to. But let me see who's on here. Let me go on my page, go on my Geneva's Closet. How is everybody doing this fabulous, wonderful, fabulous Thursday? Y'all know I can't never get my days right. Hey, Cheryl, Kanisha Girl, Deborah, MC, Lolo, Hazel, how you doing? It's the ladies in blue in here. I can't even tell. Hey to all of my closet seekers, subscribers, ladies in blue, and people that'll sit there and never, not once ever say anything. But that's quite all right. Quite all right. You really don't have to say anything if you don't want to. But just make sure you like and share this video. Can you at least do that? Hey, Nevaeh girl, didn't I just discuss a Nevaeh? I think I just discussed a Nevaeh. Hey, Demita. Hey, Chris Thorns. Shout out to Chris Thorns. Okay, look, I was going to say that, but Chris came in here and kind of beat me to it. So let me find so I can make sure I'm saying things correctly. Please make sure you go and subscribe to the Chris Thorns show. He's a YouTuber on here. And let me say something about Chris Thorns, right? So he contacted me the other day, emails or something about a story that I had did. Okay, but let's whatever with that. So I went to go look at his YouTube channel, and I was you got some really pretty interesting stories over there, Chris. I was like, I ain't never heard about any of that stuff before. I was like, where he getting his articles from? This is pretty interesting information. So he gives news too, and he's very much into talking about child abuse and child neglect. He ain't going either. So if you're into that type of thing, which you are, because you're over here watching Geneva's Closet, then make sure you go check out the Chris Thorns show. And I think he has another show called Chris Thorns 2.0. But you'll figure it out when you go over there. No problem, Chris. Hey, Cleo, Angela, girl. Did I say hey to Valerie and Mac and White Wolf? I don't even know. But so y'all know the other day, Zaranda, did I say hey to you, girl? I don't even know. I forgot. But y'all know probably about a week ago, they stopped Google Hangouts on YouTube. I don't even know what happened. I tried to go over to some white YouTubers channel to get a better idea of what exactly happened with Google Hangouts, but I couldn't figure it out. So I have been trying to figure out, because I want to give another YouTuber a shout out too. I have been trying to figure out what because I could have already went live just because of this OBS stuff, this thing that I have in the background. I could have went live, but I was trying to find some other things, because what I would like to do is stream live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Here we go. For any YouTubers who are out there and you trying to find out about technical things, anything as far as cameras and your show and how to create things, I'm telling you, you should go check out Eileen Smith. Eileen Smith, she is a YouTuber. It's ILEANE Smith. She's a Black woman. I'm telling you, no excuses after watching Eileen, because Eileen is not 20-some years old. She's not 30. She's not even in her 40s. She's a mature woman, but she got this whole techie thing down packed. And she does a very good job of explaining it and breaking it down. And she's very soft-spoken, and everything is just clear. So definitely go over there and check that out. But anyway, before I start rambling on about a whole bunch of other stuff, Valerie just subscribed. Thanks, Valerie, girl. Hey, Adonis and Shirley Malia, because I forgot about them, said y'all names and stuff already. But anyway, so let's go over to some of the things that I have posted this week on Geneva's Closet. I see a lot of y'all are upset or did not like about the CPS took my daughter alive and gave her back dead. It's funny because that's actually the story that Chris was talking about that he was interested in. I went over on Facebook the other day to try to check out her Facebook page, Well, actually, I went over there probably about twice in a week. I went over there earlier part of or later part of last week, I guess. And the scene, she was still posting some things. And then the other day, I went over there to go check to see if anything, if she had said anything new, if a lawyer or whatever. And I couldn't even find the Facebook page. So I don't know if she done blocked it or hid it or did something with another name, but I would be interested in knowing like like was she able to do anything? Is anything going to be able to be done? Does she have a lawyer? Is she suing anybody? I am really interested in what's going on with that. Hangouts went solo after a fallout with Google Plus when it was still around after G Plus shut down. Oh yeah, Google Plus. After Google Plus shut down, most people quit using Hangouts. Oh, okay. Because I remember back in the day, I used to still use Google Hangouts and Zoom, but I probably use Zoom more than Google Hangouts. And I did use Google Plus, but I don't even know why. I think because I just had an account and it was easy to just share things, share your Facebook to your Twitter, to your Facebook, share your YouTube to your Twitter, your Facebook, and to your Google Plus. But actually wasn't too much going on over there anyway. I know Valerie, yes, she definitely needs an attorney. So yeah, I wonder what's going on with that. Did y'all see that thing that I posted about the FDA food that's salmon, that salmon fish? I was like, really much? Because I had tried to put that video up before and YouTube blocked it. And come to find out, the reason why YouTube blocked it is because at the end of all the clips, I had to throw this in there. I had put that clip. Y'all remember that clip of Cat Williams when Cat Williams was talking about the retarded food? You remember when he was talking about the McClone burgers? As soon as I seen that whole thing about the salmon and the salmon, whatever it's called, the fish, first person I thought about was Cat Williams when he had said it. And he said that when he seen it on the news, he thought people was going to be in an uproar, like, right, you sitting up here, them bringing some clone food. And he said he really didn't see a huge response. I kind of felt the same way too. Ain't that something, the food that they giving us? Let me tell y'all something. I had went to the store yesterday, right? And I had went because I had wanted to make a salad. Tell me how come I went over to the cucumber section. Yeah, that cucumber looks like a squash, like a huge squash. It was like compared, like here go the cucumber that I was looking at, and here go what I was used to. I was like, what the hell is going? I think I was so loud. I'm like, Chad, come over here and look at this huge cucumber. Chad, like, what is that? A zucchini? No, that's a cucumber. Even the white people came over and they was like, what is that? I don't know. It's some clones. It's some GMO type of stuff. You don't even know what to buy no more. They're trying to kill us, people. They are literally trying to kill us. But anyway, hey, TXB for you. How you doing this fabulous, wonderful, fabulous, fabulous Tuesday? And what else was I talking about? I have to stay focused. Y'all know I be having like 29 different thoughts on my mind. That fake food. Did y'all see that story about the 11-year-old girl lemonade stand got shut down? Do you know why I even posted that story? Because that story was really interesting. Because I looked at it and I said, they done shut down the 11-year-old lemonade stand. What is this, racism? There they go again. Just like they had something to say with the white, with the black kid, and he was selling water with, everything. And they always got something to say. I'm like, the racism. And then I read the article and then looked at the video and I said, really much, lady, how you got your 11-year-old daughter out there selling lemonade and y'all ain't got no water? What? The water and sewer is off. Just the combination of them both is off. But y'all making lemonade. I don't even know. I have the slightest idea how that was even possible. And then the mother said that she was buying bottled water. Rich, how's you buying bottled water? And you can't even, and the water is off. And you selling the lemonade for 50 cents a cup? How much is the bottled water? I'm very confused. I can't get it at this point. I don't know what's going on. And so, yeah, that's why they shut it down. And then the 11-year-old, bless her little baby heart, because she don't know no better. She on the news talking about her bank account and the college fund. And I said, ain't no college fund, and she ain't got no bank account. The mama is using that money to pay her water and sewer bill. Hopefully they can do it, something. I don't even know. That story was just crazy. Because I'm like, what if you spill something? Everyone knows all that Kool-Aid, lemonade, AIDS, all the AIDS is very sticky. So how's you washing your hands? How you washing the lemonade pitcher out? I was very confused. Very. Absolutely. So then Satoya Brown and got out of jail. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Don't we just hope the best for her? I just hope the best for her because I know people who have had a regular life, you know, they just lived the life and then they did whatever they did, then they went to jail. And then making the transition back out into the real world is already difficult. That's difficult in itself. Now we're talking about a girl who was already dealt a bad hand. You know, like some people are just born and dealt a bad hand as soon as they come into the world. Matter of fact, before they even come into the world, while they were being created, they didn't even know that in the midst of the creation, they was being dealt a bad hand. And she had already dealt with that. You know, mama didn't want her, the daddy, didn't know where the daddy was at. She was adopted. Like I said on that video about her, she was a mixed child. Mixed children already have issues in itself, trying to figure out where you belong. We already heard the girl was 14 years out there prostituting and stuff. And then from there, she killed somebody. Then she sit in jail. So we're talking about from the very beginning, it's just been absolutely horrible for her. Then she done spent this time in jail. Now she got to come out and figure out about everything. Just everything in life. And then hopefully she have good people that's in her corner that's willing to, you know, help her and motivate, you know, just be there for her. Because we don't even know if her family was, because I seen that documentary and I seen how hard it was for her to get her family, whatever. Just hopefully it's not difficult for her and don't nothing happen where she end up going back. What did White Wolf say? White Wolf said, Mrs. Geneva. It was because the mom had no running water and sewer. She was also selling smoothies. Yep, they did say that she was selling smoothies, and the mom said she wasn't selling smoothies. She said that she wasn't, but she most likely was. Where are you washing the equipment at? Come on now, especially with the smoothie. I have the slightest idea. I don't know what is going on. Cheryl said, Geneva, there is a shifting going on now. God is taking care of this stuff. Today, people think that wrong is right and right is wrong. They definitely think it's that. Look, the world is just crazy. Like I said in that last video that I think I did, the world is just crazy. We, you know, people keep talking about, you know what? I posted something yesterday on my Facebook, Geneva's Closet. And can you believe that the news people said, and I can't even remember which news outlet was this, they said that mass shooting, based on studies, is hereditary. Why would they say that? Do they think we stupid? Why would they say something like that? Rich, it's hereditary. Well, just like I put in my posting yesterday, it must be that virus, that mass shooting virus that's going around. It must only affect one race of people, basically, for the most part. I mean, some other ones get it a little bit, you know, here and there. But for the most part, it seems just to be affecting one race of people. First of all, what the media need to do is stop tiptoeing on the situation and stereotype yourselves. Stereotype yourselves, mass shooter white people, because you know that shit, white people. Come on now. You stereotype us and everyone else all the time. But when it comes to yourself, you can't call a spade a spade. No, the mass shooting, if it's hereditary within your genes, your people's genes. Y'all need to look into what's going on with Caucasians and mass shootings. But as a matter of fact, us people who know how to call a spade and ain't tiptoeing on the situation, trying to sugarcoat it just because you don't want to hurt another race of people. I don't give a damn, you know, because most stereotypes, whether you like them or not, I don't say all of them, but most of them are right. No matter how bad they sound, It's just really calling a spade sometimes. Sometimes different races or nationalities or whatever it's called can be a certain way sometimes. Yeah, so I don't need white people. Just say that yes, your people have a tendency of shooting up stuff, shooting up masses, many people, many. So I know that they love to talk about us and how we do one-on-one shooting. And true enough, we can be stereotyped on doing drive-bys. Black people, and they don't never, black people's never not really known for shooting the person that they're trying to get. They always shoot the wrong person, basically, for the most part. Sometimes they get the right person. A lot of the times they're shooting innocent people. But that's our stereotype. That's what we do. It's calling a spade a spade. White people, y'all got to figure that out. But basically, that's been going on since the beginning of time. Y'all have been known to kill masses of people, just masses. Whether you were taking over countries and killing them, slavery and killing them, y'all have been known to do that. But, I don't even think it's a bad conversation to have or there's anything wrong with saying it. Just for the simple fact, like I said, y'all stereotype everyone else. Stereotype yourselves. That's all right, Geneva do it for you. I know what's up. Don't we know what's up, people? Do we not know what's up? Whether someone tell us or not, because sometimes we feel like we need somebody to tell us these things. No, we can figure these things out on our own. Basically, TXBS and TTX said they forgot. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Chris. You know what? I need to put my other things. I ain't even got my other thing. Oh, thank you so much, Chris. I really do appreciate that. Well, yeah, I do want to do a thing with, now I'm skipping to another subject. This is what I do. This is what I do. Do something to bring different YouTubers together so we can come on together and talk about the news, the different things that's going on in the news. Because I would love to talk to other people and get you all's opinions about some things. Like I always talk on my platform. I'm always talking. But I would love to hear some other YouTubers talk and give their opinions about things, because maybe they are better, more knowledge on a subject that I probably don't really know nothing about. I may have an opinion about something that you may give your opinion or your synopsis on it that may change me, have me thinking like, you know what? I didn't even think about that. Like, I am down for that. I am totally down for that. Now, I had mentioned that to someone today. I said that I would love to have a thing where, not all the time, but sometimes, maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks, I go find other YouTubers who are kind of sort of in the same sector. We don't necessarily have to be talking about this type of news. It can be celebrity news, because I don't talk about celebrity stuff all the time. So they might have something interesting to say. But, and then the person that I was talking to this about was like, oh, okay, so what, you're going to find YouTubers that are bigger than you? It's why? Like, why does that even matter? It's not everything all about numbers and stuff. Everything is not all the time about numbers or trying to compete or something. It's just about a conversation. It's just about coming together because we're all on the same platform. That's really how I looked at it. Promise to you that I did not even look at it as enough. So I ain't got a tad bit offended, just a tad bit. Because I'm like, you know me. You know I'm not about that life and stuff all the time. And why, anyway, so this is what that's what I would like to do. Thank you so much, Valerie G. I really do appreciate it. Lolo, you said you with it? What Charlene say? Hey, Geneva, I'm catching you, and today's my big 41. You 40? You making 41? We love 41. I'm 41. 41 is a wonderful age. Even though sometimes when I get up, certain bones be cracking that never cracked before. Nevertheless, it's still a wonderful age. We just love it. Happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday. You know what I was going to check? I was going to check and see, because I supposed to be trying to use this other platform, this other app, this other stuff to see if I can post. It probably didn't even work. I probably didn't even do it correctly. Nope, it didn't even work. So now I got to figure out what I did wrong. Let me see. Did this thing come on? I don't know. I gotta figure this whole thing out. But anyway, oh really? Oh my God! Thank you so much, A. Wilson. You're just lovely. You're just so lovely. I really do appreciate that. But now I'm a 41 piece. You know, yeah. But happy birthday, girl. I bet you looking good too. You probably looking like you about a 20 piece. Probably about a 25, basically, for the most part. Thank you so much, Relentless Renee. Really do appreciate it. Lolo said, my skin is glowing. Girl, that ain't nothing but a little ring light. You know that ring light will do it for you. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? It is just it's just a glow. Just basically, it's just not to say that my melanin don't shine, because my melanin shines. But I'm just saying it's probably just a little ring light. Just puts an extra little glow. I have a light here and a light there. It's just, you know. But I do glow, basically. Anyway, let me stay focused. So the missing 5-year-old that was presumed dead, Nevaeh, what type of stuff is that? Now, I was wondering if the mother, I can't remember her name. I was wondering if the mother was already in an abusive relationship. So was she dating a guy? Because they put it in the article that I read as if he was an acquaintance. And I'm like, an acquaintance? Was that her man or not? Like, what type of vague an acquaintance? So, okay, so was it a friend acquaintance? Like, what does that mean? Like, I don't know what that means. But so I was assuming that maybe they were in a relationship. And then he killed her and then killed the baby. How is people just killing babies like that? I have a hard enough time. Like, I be damn near about to get in an accident if I see a squirrel running across the street. I'm like, damn, you squirrel. I don't want to kill you. You know, like, I don't want to run over the squirrel. You know, and then I feel my car doing it. Like, I don't want to feel any of that. You know, I have a hard enough time dealing with that, let alone actually stabbing somebody or killing somebody. And then I read something about a girl, a lady, I can't even remember her name. She did something to her son. Her son had glasses on. What did she do to the baby? Her and her girlfriend, a white one, whatever. I didn't even want to do that story because these stories are just sickening at this point. Took the little boy and they said, put him in some hot scalding water until his skin came off in the bath water. Okay. And then I don't know if they were trying to fix the baby after they did what they did. Then they took him and then I don't know what they did with him. Wrapped him up and threw him in the garbage, or I don't know. I have the slightest idea. I guess these spirits are running wild. Let me ask y'all something. What do y'all think about how people say all the time that the Messiah is coming back, that Jesus is coming back? Like, what do y'all think about that? Because I was just having a conversation with somebody about that yesterday, that tends to be the thing that people say, like, every generation. Every generation, Jesus is coming back. He's like coming back all the time. And you want to know why he's coming back every generation? Every generation, practically every generation, Jesus is coming back. And I feel like the reason why that happened is because every generation stuff gets worse. It's like worse than what it was before. But do we not think that in like slavery time, that our ancestors were saying something about Jesus is coming, or the Messiah is coming, or somebody is coming to rescue them, because this is a bunch of nonsense? And then I wonder about, like, in the 1800s, you know, when Black people was really being mistreated. Can you just imagine that they were saying that Jesus is coming back? And then what about like the 1910s and 20s? You know, I don't know, like, what about the 1950s and 60s when civil rights leaders and stuff, people was being killed and people were being hosed by waters and dogs was being sicked on them, and then they were being spit on and mistreated and told that you couldn't go. I'm pretty sure that our people then said that Jesus was coming. So now he's coming again. He's coming again in 2019. Look, people, we don't know if the world is going to go on for another 10 years, 50 years, 100, 200, 300. We really don't know, because back then, those times, 1800s or 1900s, I'm pretty sure that they didn't think the world would have made it to the year 2019 going on 2020. Could you have even imagined when you was a kid that we would be saying 2019, 2020 in a time that we were still saying 19 stuff? You know, I was born in 1978, 1980 something, 1990. This is where we're at. We don't know how long the world is going to be going on, but we definitely keep saying that because the world is getting worse. It is getting worse. So I don't know anything about him coming back right now. I feel like all I can try to do is try to have my mind together just for my sanity, you know, dealing with this world. You know, you got to have your sanity dealing with all of this and try to make sure that my children got some sense and pray that when we step out in the world, don't nothing happen to us. Me, my children, my family, my friends in a whole, because I don't want to receive a phone call that anything happened to antibody that I know. That I don't want to know. Not even y'all. Like I don't even want to see y'all typing in. Sometimes y'all type in stuff talking about the cancer or somebody or whatever. Like I don't like to see that, even though that we, you know, I don't know you personally. Nevertheless, you just don't want to hear that someone is going through something. You know what I mean? Yeah. Meta, Cheryl, that's sure. That's about all we can do is pray. That's I'm pretty sure he coming back, but we don't know when. But I definitely know each generation we keep saying he's coming back that generation. He might not come back till 2050. 2050. Okay. Maybe 2101. We don't know. But I can understand people saying that though, because they're like, oh my God, this world is crazy. It really is. That's why when certain people be having these conversations about, I just want to see the world just be better and we all come together as one and blah, 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 blah. You may be able to get a group of people. You may be able to get some amounts of people to come together as one. But as far as trying to get the whole world, I don't know about that. I don't know anything about, you know, the whole world coming together and we just all just, I don't know. Yep, White Wolf, that's true. There's so much happening that is in the scriptures. Things are worse than ever. It is worse than ever. It is just crazy things going on. Anytime a school tries to or suspends or tries to suspend a child because she don't want to do, her and her friend don't want to do an LGBT assignment, that's how you know that we live in it. I mean, it's just simple things like that. It ain't even got to be killings. We ain't even got to talk about a killing. Just that in itself just lets you know that this world is crazy. Because like I said before in one of my last, I was like, really? We can't even get you to go extensive as far as Black history. Matter of fact, get you to go, you ain't never went. That's how come even my generation of people, of Black people, don't even know everything that our Black people have done. We know more about white history than we know about Black history. You can't even fully teach us that, but then you got the nerve to try to suspend somebody because they don't want to learn about some gay stuff, because they don't want to know about transgender, because it doesn't matter to them. Who cares? Don't nobody care. The only people that really care about that is the people that's in it, or the people that have to deal with it because they're family member or whatever. But the rest of us don't really care. But all I really care about is warning my son to be careful, because there are some men walking around this earth looking like women. That's my job for my son, is to warn him, all caps in red with like 95 exclamation points in quotations, is to warn my son, be careful, son. Be careful. Martin said, check the Adam's apple. I don't even know if you can do that, because they're in there getting surgeries, getting that carved out and stuff. So I don't even know. You can check the Adams, you know. I don't even know. But that's my, but you know, as far as trying to put that in a lot of these teachers don't even do a good job just teaching regular curriculum. But you wanna really what? Sure, that's true. That is definitely true. And then what else was I gonna talk about? Oh, that Atlanta house party. Oh my God. Oh, that cucumber challenge. Let me tell you how I found out I was mad at my own business, just being black and melanated. You know, it was just one morning, just mad at my own business. And I woke up and, you know, I went on, what did I go on? Oh, I went on Instagram, looking on Instagram and stuff. And then I seen, I don't know what I seen. Something about that. Then I started researching and came up with them pictures and them videos. And I sat there like, do I even want to put this stuff out there? Do I even want to show? Because this make our people look bad. But then I was like, well, then this is the generation that your people are growing up in. So, I mean, that, you know, this is the time that we're in. So instead of so much worrying about how it makes them look, or black people as a whole, whatever, this is a teachable moment. Even though that video was very vulgar, I just didn't know people were putting produce in people's vaginas. Now, let me just say this. Back in my day, you know, I was a little wild as a child, me and my friends. You know, we was doing things we wasn't necessarily supposed to be doing, but never in the history of my wild adolescent life did I ever even think about, you know, allowing anyone to stick in a banana, a cucumber, a pear, you know, squash, you know, a broomstick, a pencil, glasses, you know, try to stick a wine glass in my vagina. Just never. And as a matter of fact, I don't even think that I was around guys that was even thinking about. I wonder if they would let us stick a cucumber in their vagina. I wonder if I can get this broomstick up in there. I've just never been around. I don't think they were thinking that. They ain't never brought it up to me. But the fact that we are in times that people actually do that and so easily out in the open. Now, I'm pretty sure that there are an extent of nastiness. There it is. So I wasn't surprised about the nastiness. I was just surprised about the age of everybody. I'm like, they young and they all out in the open, you know? So I said, maybe there are people who have children around this age, who have grandchildren, nieces and nephews, godchildren, whatever. And you can look at this and kind of you're just aware. You're just aware of what's going on in the world. Maybe you know someone that's around about that age that seem to be a little wild. And you never even thought that they could even be doing crazy things like this. Well, you know now. If you didn't know before, you know now. And yeah, I don't know. That was just a wild video. It was really wild. And I remember back in the day, I don't remember black women being so open talking about fellatio. I don't remember them talking about the oral sex just so out in the open. I don't remember what year that was, but I just started hearing black women. I'm talking about my people now. Black women, because we kind of be discreet about certain things. We don't, our people, women haven't always been just that. Not to say that we ain't, there's not some wild stuff. We just don't be all out in the open sometimes with it. And then I just remember one year, I don't remember when it was definitely over a decade ago. I heard women talking about out in the open that they give head and all of this stuff. And I was like, really, bitch, we talking about that around people? This is what we doing now. We just discussing it out on social media. You just letting everyone know that you're slurping and slobbing. And then it didn't help out any with people, with rappers and stuff and female rappers. And then they talking about it. And I don't know. It just got wild. It's got wild. Now people just talk about it easily. Now you do it out in the open. Old girl was talking about she was privileged to have Alexis Sky stick a kid. Really? Who the hell is Alexis Sky? What has she done? Has she motivated and inspired you? Yes, she has, actually. What am I talking about? Yes, she has, Geneva. She has motivated and inspired her to be a whore just like she is. I mean, come on now. And I feel like I can call people a whore because I remember my whorish days. Like I said, never with a cucumber, none. But I can remember my wild days. So from one wild woman to another wild woman, real wild recognized wild. You know, like a liar recognizes a liar, a thief recognizes a thief, a murderer recognizes another murderer. You know, wild recognizes wild. Oh, y'all just being whores. You're just being nasty whores with children. With children. Oh, Cheryl said, yep, they be doing all types of stuff. Not our people is, is following suit. Yeah, we do be following suit. Did Mac Manda go to sleep? Bye, everybody. Have a fabulous evening. Good night. Good night. It's hot. Oh my God, it's hot in here. But anyway, people, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you all because I haven't felt like I haven't talked to you all in a little bit. I remember when the last time I went live. And Honey Boo Boo pretending to snort cocaine. I wasn't surprised about that either. Was not surprised about that either. But anyway, I do not like how the StreamYard puts the, I wonder if I can hide that. Nope, I can't. Okay, so that's one thing about the StreamYard that I don't like is I don't like staring at stuff that I just don't want to see it there. Yes, everybody, please make sure you like and share this video. Please make sure you like and share. Hey, Ron Becker, how are you doing today? And shout out to my white, my Caucasian, my other subscribers of different nationalities that watch me and email me and contact and send me messages and stuff. And don't be offended by certain things that I say. You shouldn't be. I talk about my people. I'm going to talk about you too. Which you thought you wasn't going to get talked about. Why? Where? No, we talk about you too. So shout out to you for not being offended, getting offended. No need to be offended. It is what it is. A spade is a spade. You know? We talk about my people, we talk about your people, we talk about each other as a whole. We just talk about each other. What is this? Oh my God, these notifications are something else. But anyway, people, what Cheryl say? That is why Black guys were going with white women because they would do anything. I am talking now, Geneva. You made it. Look, I have a cousin who said the exact same thing. I have a Black cousin. Well, he's actually mixed. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. Chris, I didn't even know you were still here. I have a cousin who, he's actually mixed. He's mixed with Black and Mexican because my auntie is Black and his father's Mexican. But anyway, my cousin is known for dating white women, whatever, just other nationality of women besides Black. And I actually interviewed him. I think that interview was on Periscope. I don't know, but I interviewed him and asked him why do he date majority white women or all white women or whatever. And he did let it be known that white women was a little bit more wilder. And he said Black women can be kind of reserved, basically, in every aspect, even sexually. He said that we can be just a tad bit more reserved than, so they like it for it all to be hung out. They want it all, to let loose and let wild. Well, do you, boo-boo? Do whatever works for you, Even though y'all know that I'm pro-Black, even though, I deal with other nationalities of people too. But like, why I keep throwing out disclaimers? What is that? I hate when I do that. But I'm biased as hell, but, wrong is wrong, right is right. Just have it bias and stuff. Whatever. Lucy said, I'm brown and proud. Come on, Lucy, won't he do it? Won't he do it? Love brown. Brown is beautiful. Brown is beautiful. Lolo said, the truth will help you get your life better. Lolo knows what she speaks of. Lolo knows these things. Leave Lolo alone. Don't say nothing to her. She knows what she's talking about. Her and Lucy. They know what they're talking about. Because Lucy said brown is beautiful. Well, she didn't say that, but y'all know what she meant. Toy said, hi, Miss Geneva. These females are off the chain. I have 2 sons, and they do influence the young men's minds. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I mean, us women are very good at manipulating, and then it doesn't take much when you got boobies, you got hips and booties, and, we can flutter our eyelashes, whether they are our real eyelashes or you done paid for them. It really don't matter. So as long as you got women body parts, it's even extra easy to manipulate or influence the guys and the men, because they're very visual. So all they got to do is see a booty print or breast or nipple, and then you smile a little too hard, and don't let you just be cute, just cute, period, or what they perceive as cute, you know. It's a done dollar. It's a done dollar. It's the truth. I'm going to have to talk to my son about it. I done spent all this time warning my daughters about men because I know from experience, because I done dealt with men. But now I have to warn my son about these women out here, which I feel like I would have good experience with too, because I'm a woman. So I know what I done did and what I'm capable of. So I know, to try to warn my son, yeah, we can be a little lot sometimes. We can be a little lot. That's why here on Geneva's Closet, we don't discriminate who we talk about. We'll talk about the women if you're wrong, and we'll talk about you too, fellas, if you're wrong. I'm not biased when it comes to men and women. I'm only going to talk about you fellas because us women are like sunshine and roses and butterflies. Oh, no, we can be scandalous too, just like y'all can be as a whole. We are all scandalous. I love to hear everybody hates Angel. Yes, I would. I think I'm subscribed to Angel. Yes, I be liking his content too. He does a lot of content discussing race and things like that. When I was a child, there were only two categories to check off, white and black. My teacher said I had to check out white. So I checked off white and wrote on the side brown. Oh, Lucy, why? Is it because you favor more on the white side? So is that why they said that? Because my daughter Maya, she favors, if you ask me, she don't fully favor, like she's black. I mean, you can look at her and you can tell she's mixed with something, but I don't think that people always know right off that she's mixed with black. They probably think it's probably Spanish and white or something. And I think majority of the time people are very shocked when they have seen me come up to her job. Just like today, I went up to her job because she sent me a letter yesterday reminding me to go pick up her check. So I went to her job to pick up her check. I think that her boss was surprised to see me come in there and say that I was her mom, because I never met this particular boss before, this particular manager. And yeah, I think they were surprised. And I think they was just surprised because I'm extremely melanated and she is not. So yeah, I wonder what, I think Maya has always checked off black on her list. I think she has. I don't know that's a good question. I know I've asked her before, but I don't remember what she said. Why did they talk about our voluptuous lips being too big? Now they want them. They talked about our butts, our skin, our nappy hair. They want to have what we have. Yeah, but we don't even really get off into that conversation. I mean, like, have white people really discussed that? And I want to know, how do white people as a whole feel about seeing their people do that? Because their generation of people have always talked about the lips and the booties. So now that you see white people doing that, like, how does that make you feel? I mean, well, first of all, you got to be honest, and because they have always stereotyped us and talked about us and said our lips was too big. So are you all in agreement that y'all do have small lips? So first, can we get y'all to at least admit that? Because I never really heard y'all even say that part of it. To be like, you know what, we do got little bitty baby lips. It wouldn't hurt a little bit to have a little bit more plumpness to it. They ain't even said that. So yeah, I would like to know how they feel about it. I'm pretty sure there's some interviews and stuff. I really haven't heard them to the extent that they talked about us. I just haven't heard that same conversation about themselves. Well, like I said, they're people. Yeah, and then about the booties, like, how they feel about that? Like, I thought we had ghetto jiggly booties. So I just thought that was, and I thought that our thickness was too much. I thought that they liked slender women with big breasts. I always thought that was their thing. It didn't matter if the booty was flat. They really didn't have no hips. They put on a bathing suit and it was just skin. It didn't matter, just as long as the breast was big and the hair was flown in the wind. Yeah, I want to know how they feel about that. Because I would think that you all would be appalled just about as appalled as you are that black people is on the same earth as you, in the same United States of America as you. Just as I thought that you would look at that and be like, are you serious? But no, maybe they just keeping that to themselves. They don't want to, make them look worse than they already look. I don't know. I don't know. That is true. That is true. Yeah, well, I meant to say manager. Yeah, I really meant to say manager. Lola's every bit of a daughter, just like her mother. They are too busy watching and trying to be like the royal family, but hate us at the same time. That's true. You said some people say that they want. I have had a couple of people say that they wanted what we have. Some said they wore weaves. I don't know if I have. I may have watched a video and heard someone say something like that, but I have not heard them get into detail about it. And I definitely have not heard any white people that I may have known of. But matter of fact, I don't even think I asked them. I don't even think I asked them. Now I did ask them why they were dating black men and how they felt about having babies by black men and then dealing with the hair, because I know that got to be difficult dealing with mixed hair, because it was difficult for me dealing with Maya's hair, because before she was born, I was trying to figure out what type of hair she was having, me and her dad. I'm like, okay, is she going to have my more kinky type of hair, or is she going to have his straight type of hair? Maya came out with literally a mixture, literally. And it was difficult trying to figure out what to do with her hair. And I'm a black parent and I'm black. And I was like, man, it would have been easier for her either to have his type of hair or for her to have my type of hair, which I already knew how to deal with, than to have that in between. I really didn't know what to do with it at the beginning. I'm like, do I wet it up? And then the curls were there. So I'm like, okay, she got the curls like the other nationalities. You wet it up and it falls, but then it dried up just like our hair and went back. I'm like, do you put mousse in it? Because we don't put mousse in our hair, but they put mousse in. Girl, guys, I was confused for years trying to figure that out. And I'm black. You know what I mean? I'm melanated. So if I was having that difficult, whatever, then I know white parents with the, unless they children just come out with some stray, wet it with the water bottle, comb it out, and then you good to go. I ain't going. I am not going, because I struggled with that one. Struggle with it. Adonis, for real, I'm telling you, now Maya have figured out about her hair. It took me a long time, but she finally figured out about her hair. But yeah, sometimes it would have just been easier just to have it either or, they hair or my hair, not the in-between hair. In case you missed it, it was the law in my day. I'm 61 years old. What's the law, Lucy? What Lucy's talking about the law? Okay, let's see. Yep, I tell my adult sons everything I say. Wait a minute, I used to be a girl too. Yeah, we got to tell them everything. We got to keep it 100. Oh, okay, she's mixed too. Took her a while. Look gorgeous. Yeah, I know the difficulties, the things that mixed people have to go through, and not because I'm mixed, but because I just raised a mixed daughter. So I know that it's difficult. I know that they always are trying to figure out who they are. You always got to explain to people. White people think that you acting too black. Black people think that you acting too white. All you really trying to do, or right, but all you really trying to do is just be yourself and figure out where you fit in at. And you really don't have time to be trying to be pulled here and there. You're just going to go to whoever accepts you and is okay with you. And you would want the other part to accept you too, but definitely let Maya know that I think that she has had it pretty easy. I don't think that people have went too hard on her about her mixisms, but I do believe she's going to have to deal with it later on. I do believe there may be some black women, dark-skinned women, that may hate on her or not like her because they think that she's acting too loud or she acts too ghetto, or because Maya is loud. She's a light-skinned loud. and they might not understand that and feel like that she's perpetrating or trying to be something that she's not. And I'm not always going to be around her, me and her sisters and her brothers, to represent the blackness. So if anybody say something, you ain't really black, you ain't really, then me, her sisters, her brothers can pop up with all this melanin and be like, oh yeah, she is. We're not going to be around, so she's going to have to prove and whatever on her own, if it's a matter of proving. I don't even know if it's a matter of proving. Yeah, it is. It is a time period of trying to prove yourself, and then you get to a certain age and you're like, I don't give a damn how you feel about the situation. But yeah, my people think that my father is Puerto Rican, he is black. Oh wow. Why? Is it because of his hair and stuff? Oh, Cheryl said my youngest daughter hair was like that until I pressed it. Oh wow. We do come in all shades. We do come in all shades. We do. But anyway, people, I'm about to get ready to go because I'm tired of sitting here. I'm really getting tired of sitting here because my butt is a tad bit hurt. And plus, I was watching this movie, and I want to finish watching it. So, hey, Angela, girl, how you doing? I forgot to post on Facebook that I was going live. But anyway, people, could you please like and share this video and subscribe to Geneva's Closet if you haven't already done so right here on YouTube. And you can follow me on Facebook at what? At Geneva's Closet. And you can email me at genevascloset22@gmail.com. Y'all know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm about to say. Somebody done threw a question up. Regina. I was just about to get off. Okay, I'm about to get off in the next 1 minute. I'm about to answer Regina's question because my butt is tad bit sticking to this chair. I'm about to answer Regina's question. What do you guys think about Monique still talking about Oprah? That's a good question, actually. That's a very good question. Just because I watched them videos, I watched them. And one of my favorite videos is the one where I think she was talking about Charlemagne. And she said something, and her husband came in to explain it the correct way, and at the end of him explaining that, she was like, and that's why I love him. I was like, girl, the way the camera just went to her face and how she turned and looked, and she was like, and that's why I just love him. I was like, you better do that, girl. Well, I figured that it was questions that was asked to her, that's the reason why she was talking about Oprah again. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Speak your truth. Because some people look at it as she just keep rapping. First of all, if it was an interview that was done in parts, so or old boy put them out in parts, I think that these are questions that he probably most likely wanted to ask her, to go back into the Oprah thing, the Tyler Perry thing, the Lee Daniels thing. They talked about the Charlemagne thing. I don't think she bring it up all the time, but I believe that certain things happen and then she brings it up. Just like, wait, didn't something just, Empire being canceled. And then Monique made a statement about, in so many words, you get what you give. Speaking of Lee Daniels, I don't see nothing wrong with that. She's just giving her opinion. Like she knows these people. Majority of people just being when you're looking at Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels and Oprah Winfrey, and it's mostly because of their money status and their celebrityisms. But she knows them on a whole nother level, so she's just just letting us know, just giving us a little. I don't care. I like Monique. I didn't have a problem with her when she was blasting them from the very beginning. Everybody was going against her when she was, not everybody, a lot of people were going against her when she was talking about that whole Netflix thing, and she was saying that she was being underpaid. I just sat back and watched how everybody was going against her, and I felt like she wasn't doing nothing but making sense, making very good, valid points, which caused me to do my research on her. And that's why I did that whole video that I did, kind of breaking down what exactly transpired between her and Oprah and Tyler Perry during my whole timeline of it. So, yeah, basically. Good. Yeah, sure. Yeah. She definitely know better than we do. Definitely right. Like I said, I like Monique. I think that she speaks the truth. And I'm okay with any celebrity that's going to speak the truth, because I think a lot of them be lying, be fabricating stuff, be exaggerating and just trying to make things appear, in whatever way that they want it to appear to us. So I can appreciate getting the truth from a celebrity that tends to tiptoe on stuff. A lot of them are puppies, and a lot of them are puppies and money hungry. That's why you gotta appreciate when they being honest about stuff. Just like I appreciate, even though Kanye West goes off on his rants, and he like he does that sometimes. But even in the midst of his rants or the crazy things that he says, sometimes you just gotta pause, slow it down, and be like, okay, I know this man says crazy things and stuff sometimes, but Kanye has always been known as being very smart, very creative, and he's in a world that I know nothing about. So before I'm so quick to judge him and be like, oh my God, he's talking crazy. He's talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce and stuff again. He's talking about how this industry isn't working for him, and I don't understand what he's talking about, because he's a millionaire. All you got to do is take your millionaire money and make it work for you. Let me slow it down a tad bit and just get a better understanding of what he's talking about, because he do kind of talk fast and he be ranting on and on. But if you start Google searching, some of them names and some of the things he be saying, you be like, oh, that's what he's talking about. I had no idea. Because it's easy to just call him crazy. It's easier to do that than to just take a minute and try to see where a person is coming from. I think we do that across the board, though. We just call people crazy. Oh, they crazy. They don't know what they talking about. They just running off with the mouth. They just ranting. Well, they probably not. They really probably speaking some truth, but you're not willing to go deep enough to find it. You're just surface with it. I think we got a lot of surface people in the world. I think we are filled with surfacers. Just a bunch of surfacers. Okay, now my stomach is flipping. Oh, my grandchildren are Panama. Their mom is light Mexican. My other 4 are Lebanese. I have twin girls, one light, one very dark. So when asked, I say, I made you in the day and you at the night. Oh, that is so cute. Oh, that's the cutest thing. The little babies, just all different colors. Yeah, he do need to get away from Kim. He do. But maybe one day he will. And whenever he get away, I believe he's going to have a lot to say. So I don't know when it's going to be. It may not be right now. It may be when he get a little bit older. Maybe in his 40s and 50s or something. Maybe he might leave her alone. I don't know. Because they act like they got a good relationship. We don't know what's going on behind them closed doors. We don't know if he's rewiring her or she's rewiring him. Don't y'all remember Small Wonder? We don't know if he takes her out of the closet at a certain time and flip the switch on her, and then she gets to moving and modeling. Does her body look funny? Lord, she look funny. And the way her and Beyonce be taking them pictures looking like statues and stuff, I don't know if they real or not. I don't know what's going on. Yes, I'm about to go on. I'm about to leave. Hey, Tara, how you doing, girl? Thank you so much. It's a new sub. I appreciate you, girls. It's the first time Tara came in. I never seen Tara. Too good. I'm trying to say the name correctly. Yes, I'm about to go because now my stomach is flipping. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. I really do appreciate you coming on, chug-a-lugging on in here in Geneva's Closet. Really do appreciate it. And I'm about to say my thing like I usually do. And then I'm not answering any more questions. I'm not saying anything else after this. After I say this, I'm clicking that button and I am done. So I hope you all have a fabulous, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. Anyway, people, could you please like and share this video and subscribe to Geneva's Closet if you haven't already done so right here on YouTube. And you can follow me on Facebook at Geneva's Closet. And you can email me at genevascloset22@gmail.com. You all have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you later. Bye. End it. We're going to end it. Bye, everybody.